Well, howdy, everybody. Here we go. Turned 14, August 1915. Eastern Front. Things are bloody. All right, over here, the Austrians moved out of their entrenchments and attacked right here because they need to put pressure on this area to be able to take their city back. Well, they want their city back, so they attacked. They had some half exchanges here and some destruction. So yeah, it ended up they took that hex back, but at a cost of some troops. They attacked over here with across the river, which kind of caused some havoc and problems. And they took this hex away from the Russians at the cost of some troops. They had some half exchanges in there, so it was like, yeah, we lose troops, but we're taking terrain back, or taking terrain from the Russians, I guess. Over here, the Germans attacked right here, destroyed a couple corps, and left one corps left here that's demoralized, and they had to fall back. And so this whole area is still dug in. They didn't attack over here because some of the best Russian troops are sitting there, so they didn't attack. So on the Eastern Front, things got really bloody. It's opened up again. Both sides lost enough troops that they couldn't replace, well, they'd be equivalent of their replacements to get back into the war. So, yeah. So, it is what it is. It's a bloody affair. War is hell. Over here, hey, the Ottomans actually get to do something. And they took all their troops that were in garrison around the whole area and railroaded them and got them to here. They can't get into contact yet with the British. They don't have enough movement. So there it is. And over here in the box, you can see all the troops that you got. The Ottoman troops have to counter what's in here, and these guys got to counter it. So you got equal numbers going back and forth. Somehow there's somebody missing right here. I wonder where they went. Ruh-roh. There's supposed to be another Russian corps there. Did they fall on the floor? I'll take a look. Alright, so Italians are just like building up along with everybody else. That's kind of neutral at the moment. The dead pile. Very big dead pile. Alright, here we go. Western Front. Well, it got bloody. The city, there used to be, Lyon was right there. The Germans have taken a French city, lost some troops in the process, and they kicked these guys out, demoralized them, and kicked them out of the city. So that was what's left right there. These guys are in a holding pattern, so we're going to have to figure out how to get the city back. Over here, there was a not a Russian, but a French unit sitting right here, and these guys attacked. It was like they got the corner right through here and attacked and just obliterated those guys. Now, there were not really high quality troops parked in there, but the end result was that the French just got slaughtered. And sitting right here is a whole bunch of British troops that are doing quite well behind that river. Those guys would be a tough nut to crack. So we'll just have to see what happens here. But right now, it's not looking good. There is some French units still available to counterattack with and maybe get some reinforcements in here and maybe try to take that city back. But at the moment, it's not looking good on the Western Front for the French. The pile, bring out your dead. The pile is pretty big. Alright, so that is August 1915. The Central Powers did their best to try to take ground, which they did on the Eastern Front over here. They got to do something about the Russians, and I think they did a good job. And the French are trying to fight their way out of a wet paper bag, and they're doing not so well doing that. But at the moment, that's what we have. All right. Hope you guys like this one. We'll be back. All right, here we go. Turn 14, Allies, August 1915. All right, here we go. Russians moved up some reinforcements over here, allocated troops around, trying to hold on here. And so no combat over here. Nothing happened. But they did have some combat here because Warsaw is right here. And it's starting to get surrounded. And they did an attack on a unit that was here at the crossroads. They eliminated the Austrian units that were there, but they took some casualties. Basically, it was an exchange, and not good. And they reinforced this area up over here, trying to stabilize everything, but it's not looking good because right now Warsaw looks like it could fall anytime, so that's not a good deal. So that is everything that happened on this front. Over here, the British moved out of their cantonment, moved up one army group right here, and they did attack. Looks like they're waiting on some reinforcements coming in from someplace before they really get going. I think they'd like to have one more corps, because right now they got cavalry holding the city, and that's not really a good attack force. It's good for stretching their legs and capturing cities elsewhere. So I think they're holding them in reserve. And wow, look at there. There's something going through Gibraltar right now. What could it be? Probably reinforcements. All right, the French built up their units, come in and smashed. They did take the city back. They got their city back right there, but it was pretty bloody. Both sides lost troops in the process, but they got their city back. So the pride of France has been upheld, and they moved in here and consolidated their lines to just see what they can do. So the entire French army consists of four army groups. That is the entire French army. Right now it looks like the British army is bigger than the French army. It's hard to believe, but yes, that is true. They're slowly getting ground down into like hamburger. They do have the capability of taking stuff over, but at the cost of the troops that they lost is equivalent what their replacements were, so not good. So yeah, but you look at the Germans. The Germans are being bled dry too. The Russians are paying the price over here by sucking resources from the Germans by continually attacking. So it's same equivalent of blood on the ground, which means that the more troops that die over here means it's relieving pressure. Because right now, the German army, at one time, their best army groups are sitting right there in the dead pile. They're running out of these things. These are the ones that crack our other opposing units, and they're disappearing. It's going to take a while to replace all those guys. Right now, they're trying to do this offensive with 4.64s, which is the same thing that the French have. So it's like a one-on-one. It used to be a lot of the attacks on the Western Front were 3-1, 4-1, 5-1. Now we're looking at 1 and 2-1. Yep. So it's getting bloody. When you're attacking at those odds, you get a lot of exchanges. All right, we'll be back.